So over the summer we met this guy who told us that he had built a secret art gallery in a derelict fort on the banks of the Thames estuary in Kent. He told us that he had hung paintings, whitewashed the walls, but that so far he was quite disappointed because nobody had found the gallery yet. So I thought, well, challenge accepted. So I thought it would be a fantastic idea, as you do, to go out there, find the gallery, do a shoot at the fort, create some images which we could then print and bring back and hang in his secret gallery. So Steph, Jamie and I headed out to the fort on a rainy afternoon at low tide. We walked a mile of mud from the shore to the fort and up the rickety ladder loaded with equipment. The first thing we did when we got up there was to try and find the gallery. We searched through the fort from top to bottom for the gallery, but we didn't find it. Either we missed it, it had been covered over by taggers, or it was just a tall story to begin with. But with the tide coming in, we had limited time, so we decided to get on and shoot. For this shoot, we took with us digital cameras, 35mm medium and large format cameras, a giant skirt and a pair of bird wings we borrowed from a couple of fashion designer friends to dress Jamie as a Del Toro style monster. The first camera I picked up was the 35mm Pentax Spotmatic.
Put your head back a bit.
Shooting 35mm gives you 24 or 36 shots to a roll, so it's much more like shooting digital. With the smaller camera size and the larger number of available shots, you're able to build your image much more than you would be with the larger formats. The compromise is the smaller negative means the larger grain size. The second camera was the medium format Yashicamat. I love this format because having the camera away from your face means that you don't have this barrier between photographer and model. The 6x6cm negative is a reasonable size, and a Yashica or Rolleiflex can be bought for less than £50, so they make a great introductory camera if you're thinking of trying medium format. The disadvantage of these twin lens reflex cameras is that the lens length is fixed and that you're not looking through the lens you're actually shooting through. I also tried shooting large format, which is a totally different way of working to the other two. But with the tide coming in and the model starting to feel the cold, it was a challenge to get into the large format headspace. Large format requires a more controlled and methodical way of working, but the 5x4 inch negative has a resolution and depth even the best digital cameras still can't match, so it's well worth it. I also had another go with the Brownie from the previous video. And to get a comparison, I also did 50 shots on my old 5D Mark II, while Steph got the feel for her shots on her Sony A7 Mark II. She then ditched the digital camera for a roll on the Yashica. It was the first time she'd used a waist level finder camera, and the reversed image had her running around in circles until she got the hang of it. But once you're used to it, the viewfinder feels like a cinema screen, with plenty of room for your eyes to move around and explore what you're photographing. By the time Steph was finished, the tide was well and truly coming in, so we had to make it back to shore to avoid becoming castaways ourselves.
You look like a rice farmer.
So next Friday I'll be able to take you through what we shot, we'll be able to compare the different formats to one another, and we can explore the best way to print the image to hang in the still undiscovered gallery. So if you want to be notified when that video comes out, press subscribe, hit the bell icon, and if you want to find out more about my work, you can visit me on Instagram or on my website.